The ordinary backdrop of a Friday night in Bury St Edmunds, a historic town with its own rhythm and routines, was irrevocably altered on September 23, 2016. For Corrie McKeague, a young and promising airman stationed at nearby RAF Honing, it was supposed to be a simple evening of camaraderie and light-hearted fun with friends. As the night deepened and laughter echoed through the streets, no one could have foreseen the chilling mystery that was about to unfold, a mystery that would leave a community in disbelief and a family in enduring anguish. Corrie, a 23-year-old known for his friendly demeanor and dedication to his service, found himself parting ways with his friends in the early hours of Saturday morning after a night out at Flex nightclub. Asked to leave due to his level of intoxication, he did so without incident, even exchanging a few words with the doorman before stepping out into the relative quiet of the night. This seemingly unremarkable moment became the last definitive trace of Corrie McKeague's existence. The area where Corrie was last seen was the unassuming Horseshoe, a service lane tucked behind a row of businesses, lined with the mundane sight of commercial waste bins awaiting collection. Security cameras captured his entry into this unremarkable space at approximately 3:25 a.m. What remains so profoundly unsettling is the complete absence of any footage showing him leaving. It was as if the very ground had swallowed him whole, leaving behind an echoing void where a young man full of life had just been. The ensuing days were marked by a growing sense of unease that soon morphed into full-blown alarm. When Monday morning arrived and Corrie failed to report for duty at the airbase, it was clear that something was terribly wrong. This was not typical behavior for Corrie, a dedicated serviceman with no history of absenteeism. His sudden and complete disappearance triggered an immediate and intensive search, spearheaded by the Suffolk police and fueled by the desperate hope of his distraught family. The investigation that unfolded was a painstaking and multifaceted endeavor. Detectives meticulously reviewed countless hours of CCTV footage, not just from the immediate vicinity of the Horseshoe but from a wide radius, hoping to capture any glimpse of Corrie. They interviewed his friends, his colleagues, and his family, piecing together his personality, his habits, and any potential clues that might shed light on his whereabouts. Missing person reports were scoured, and local hospitals were checked, but Corrie remained frustratingly untraceable. Amidst the growing uncertainty, a significant, albeit initially perplexing, clue emerged: the final signal emitted by Corrie's mobile phone. Its last recorded location was near a landfill site in Barton Mills, a considerable distance and in a direction that seemed illogical for someone simply walking home. This technological breadcrumb, seemingly out of place, led investigators down an increasingly unconventional and ultimately tragic path of inquiry. Adding a layer of unsettling possibility was the revelation of Corrie's occasional habit of seeking unusual places to sleep when heavily intoxicated. His father, in a moment of painful honesty, disclosed that Corrie had, on more than one occasion, been known to fall asleep near or even inside garbage bins. This deeply personal detail, while initially difficult to reconcile with the image of a young serviceman, began to form a disturbing link to the landfill location of his phone. The central, albeit initially improbable, theory that emerged was that Corrie, in a state of deep intoxication, might have sought refuge inside one of the large commercial bins in the Horseshoe and been unknowingly transported away when the bins were emptied into a garbage truck in the early hours of Saturday morning. This theory, however, hinged on a crucial piece of data: the weight of the waste collected from the Horseshoe that morning. Initial reports suggested a weight too light to account for a human body. Yet, as the investigation delved deeper, a significant discrepancy was uncovered. The actual recorded weight of the collected refuse was substantially higher than initially reported, a figure that chillingly aligned with the approximate weight of Corrie McKeague. What followed was an unprecedented and emotionally grueling undertaking. For months, teams of dedicated searchers meticulously sifted through over 7,000 tons of compacted waste at the Barton Mills landfill. This painstaking process, often carried out in challenging and unpleasant conditions, was a testament to the unwavering commitment of the Suffolk police to uncover the truth, no matter how grim it might be. The sheer scale of the operation, involving specialized equipment and countless man-hours, underscored the gravity of the leading hypothesis. During this arduous and emotionally taxing search, a human skull was discovered within the vast heaps of refuse. For a fleeting moment, a fragile hope flickered that this might finally bring answers to Corrie's devastated family. However, that hope was cruelly extinguished when DNA analysis confirmed that the remains belonged to an unrelated individual who had died decades prior. This grim discovery served as a stark reminder of the immense challenges and the emotional toll that the investigation was taking on everyone involved. Despite the exhaustive efforts and the unwavering determination of the Suffolk police, the physical search of the landfill ultimately yielded no trace of Corrie McKeague. The absence of any tangible evidence only deepened the mystery and fueled a multitude of theories, ranging from Corrie having simply walked away and started a new life to more sinister scenarios involving foul play. Yet, none of these alternative explanations were ever supported by any credible evidence. Corrie's bank accounts remained untouched, his social media profiles lay dormant, and no verifiable sightings were ever reported. The years that followed were filled with unanswered questions and enduring heartache for Corrie's family, who tirelessly campaigned for answers and closure. Finally, in 2022, a long-awaited inquest was held to formally examine the circumstances surrounding Corrie's disappearance and presumed death. After weeks of meticulous testimony from investigators, witnesses, and forensic experts, the jury reached a profoundly sad and ultimately conclusive verdict. Corrie McKeague died as a result of being crushed by waste after entering a commercial bin in the Horseshoe, which was subsequently emptied into a garbage truck. His death was ruled a tragic accident, a devastating culmination of a series of unfortunate circumstances. The fact that Corrie's remains were never recovered adds a layer of profound and lasting sorrow to this already tragic narrative. The case of Corrie McKeague stands as a stark and heartbreaking reminder of the unpredictable nature of life and the devastating consequences that can arise from seemingly ordinary events. It is a poignant story of a young man who went out for a night of revelry and inadvertently stumbled into a fatal situation, leaving behind a legacy of unanswered questions and a family grappling with an unimaginable and ultimately accidental loss. The emptiness left by his disappearance continues to echo, a stark testament to a life tragically cut short in the most unforeseen of ways. In the end, the vibrant life of Corrie McKeague was extinguished in a manner so unforeseen, so utterly ordinary, that it continues to resonate with a profound sense of tragedy. His story serves as a stark reminder of life's fragility and the devastating consequences that can arise from a simple, fateful decision made on an otherwise unremarkable night. While the inquest brought a measure of closure, the enduring absence of Corrie leaves a void that can never truly be filled for his family and all those who knew him. Thank you to our dedicated viewers who have followed this complex and heartbreaking case. Your support means the world to us as we continue to explore these intricate narratives. If you found this account insightful and wish to delve deeper into other true crime stories, please hit that like button, share this video with those who might be interested, and subscribe to our channel for more in-depth explorations. Your engagement helps us bring these important stories to light. Thank you once again to our established subscribers for your continued support. It's your viewership that allows us to keep sharing these narratives.